Greetings, students, faculty, staff, and administrators. This is a great day for the institution and all who hold it dear. I take the trust that you've given me as an honor, and it is my goal to lead our college into its next phase of greatness. It has long been my dream to educate and lead on the collegiate level. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be afforded an opportunity such as this. I believe education to be the foundation which enables individuals to fulfill their dreams, whether the aspiration is to work for a Fortune 500 company or corporation, become an entrepreneur, or develop the dream of others through education. As such, we must persevere to preserve what we know to be dear and necessary, a quality education. But it will take each one of us to do this. We must cherish and retain the attributes that distinguish us as exceptional, but work to develop and transform areas that will ensure the sustainability and life of the university. We are all a part of this great system. It is paramount that we work together to understand how we all contribute to the overarching goal, which is providing the very best education to our primary stakeholders. In order to work together, it helps to know a little bit about the people with which you work. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. After several years in the banking industry, I was able to utilize my career experience to embark upon a change in profession to education. After years of industry accolades, I was able to feel a more meaningful sense of fulfillment. I served as the lead banking and finance instructor and was later named program director for accounting and finance. I would serve with a servant heart. In the academic realm, I was helping individuals make better lives for themselves. The experience afforded me at Georgia Piedmont Technical College allowed me to view how each component of the higher education system is significant to the institution's goal of student success. It taught me the importance of change management and the significance it holds. In order to remain relevant and provide the best in quality education, we must embrace change. It will be my duty and honor to lead the change we need to provide the tools necessary for our students' success. Change is not just a requirement for our beloved institution. It's for the entire industry. Government policy changes threaten funding sources while urging equity and access. Competition is fierce as institutions fight to exist, differentiate themselves, and achieve competitive advantages. According to the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center, overall enrollment decreased in 2013, making increasing tuition a more difficult hurdle to overcome. The demographics of higher education has changed with the shift of students being adult learners. With this transition comes a focus on the appropriate pedagogical methods. Innovative technologies must be considered. As we look to the industry to determine those external variables that impact us, we must be mindful to take an introspective look to ascertain to what extent our internal factors influence our success. Currently, the college is at a crossroads. If change is not embraced, we face the ultimate undesired consequence of non-existence. While the culture is rich in tradition and a history of excellence, we cannot ignore its opposition to new initiatives. Currently, while pursuing distinction, each unit works independently. These factors contribute to an ineffective ability to compete against our institutions, procure and sustain competitive advantages. Given the outlook, it is overwhelmingly apparent that we must look to shift as a matter of critical importance. Applying the tenets of social systems theory, I encourage the essential utilization of communication, comprehension, and collaboration as indispensable elements in reestablishing a cohesive institution. Further, a focus on inclusiveness is paramount to ensure a new and innovative thinking culture is nurtured and sustained, utilizing our stakeholders. To this end, I propose the application, development, and refinement of the skills proposed by Peter Senge, which included developing personal mastery, creating shared mental models, establishing a shared vision, engaging in team learning, and thinking systematically. Personal mastery involves understanding that learning is continuous. It is understood that no one never arrives. We will continue on the road of discovery to face increasing challenges and provide innovation, flexibility, and adaptability in learning. Our mental models, or basic assumptions, provide the framework from which we understand our world and industry to address the need to transition. It is paramount to be aware of how each of us contributes to the whole and provides for an environment of excellence. If the college is to be successful, we must create a new culture focused on developing new skills to address the environmental externalities. I believe that an understanding of the need for change and its impact on the institution's survival will bring us to the development of a shared vision, as it takes all of us. When there is a shared vision, people excel and learn, not because they're told to, but because they want to. A shared vision works in harmony with team learning as people are thinking, learning, and acting together. When we employ these disciplines in alignment with systems thinking, which allows us to focus on the whole as opposed to individual parts, we are stronger. We are successful. Now that we are aware of the crucial need to transition to another level, we can discuss how this change looks. Our new culture is inclusive and collaborative, taking into account all of our stakeholders. Our constituents are seated at the center of this process as we implement a shared leadership where we make decisions collectively instead of within silos. We will focus on learning-centered student success and acknowledge that this is a tremendous change. Historically, all students learned in the same manner. Some were considered smart, while others were thought of as deficient. Becoming a learning organization as the goal, these assumptions must be dispelled while we work to find the appropriate means of instruction. Each change initiative will be driven by the data of our stakeholders and prioritized to achieve the necessary efficiencies warranted. Environmental scanning will allow the institution to be proactive in the face of increasing changes in external variables. Change initiatives will be monitored to determine their efficiency, accuracy, and usefulness. I commit to you to be your coach, your cheerleader, your guide as we step into this new era. Healthy discussion and debate is encouraged to include and value the perspective of all to ascertain the best possibilities for our beloved institution. I will employ reflection as a component of all stakeholder learning to ensure comprehension. Additionally, I will offer transparency and solicit 360-degree coaching, which allows me to reflect upon the feedback that you give me. As your visionary, I offer a proposed mission statement. We seek to inspire exceptionally promising students for the purpose of creating, teaching, and applying knowledge in academically rigorous programs to acclimate and flourish in our dynamic, changing, and diverse world. And yes, I think that each student that steps into the halls of our institution is exceptional and has much promise. Together, we will work with our external constituents to establish a world-class partnership comprising our core values: excellence in innovation and instruction, preeminence in service, professional and respectful environment, and a culture of collaboration and diversity. It is a new day. It is a great day for our institution. And through a collaborative effort, beginning with the planning process, we will work together using data-driven information to take our next step. I am now available and ready to receive your questions. And remember, just as the slide says, there's no question that's off limits. I thank you for your questions. I thank you for your innovative ideas and your concerns that are forthcoming. I thank you for being a part of this team. And most of all, I thank you for understanding and realizing that change is the only constant. Hanging on is the only sin.